time, so I might go a little quick through some parts. James is also going to go a little bit about our social program and the activities we do after class. We're going to have a lunch break between 12 and 12:45. Please try to get back in at 12:45 so we can start the academic section, which will be run by Ryan and Hira. And then our lect will do 30 minutes on young learner programs. Then Pooja from Geju, which is the larger organization, which is part of GBS and English Path. Pooja will come and give you a small presentation, and then some closing remarks. And then you can hang around for a bit, but then you will be going off to Dubai Marina and going to your Dow groups. So it's very exciting.
What about Q&A?
Q&A. We can have, I mean, there's a lot of you. We might have time around closing remarks, yeah. Right? Because I don't need 30 minutes to say thank you, so you can do some Q&A. So first of all, welcome to the UAE, right? I'd just like to start with a few questions, I guess, test you. All right. The UAE is, Dubai is part of the UAE, but it is consisted of how many Emirates?
7.
Get a little camel. There you go. 7 Emirates. All right. Congratulations. Well done. Could anyone tell me how many? Sorry, not how many. Can anyone name them? Okay, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, Ajman. Oh, who said Quain? You get it. No one ever gets Quain. It's a tiny emirate. Yes. So there are 7 emirates across the UAE. All of them have different rules slightly. All of them were formed in 1971. If you know a little bit of history on the country, it was owned by the British as part of a protectorate. And then during 1971, the great Sheikh Zayed wanted to form one country with Qatar and Bahrain, but they said no. So he created the 7 Emirates, which is now part of the UAE. So it is a fascinating country. There's your 7 Emirates. Dubai obviously being the biggest, most popular, most famous, largest population. Not the biggest. Abu Dhabi is the biggest in area, but obviously, and also the capital. But Dubai, of course, is the most famous and where you are now. Some pictures of the 7 Emirates. It is very beautiful country. If you head north to Ras Al Khaimah, there are mountains. Jamie takes people on hiking trips up there, losing students in the mountains. He tries not to. It is a really, really beautiful country. It's not just city and desert. There is a lot to discover for everyone. As I mentioned, 1971 is when the formation of the country started between the 7 Emirates. Each emirate has its own sheikh. Of course, the sheikh of Abu Dhabi is the crown president. The vice president is the sheikh of Dubai. The biggest thing you will notice, or you will never see about Dubai, is the dramatic change. I was just talking to someone outside there. Just in my time, I've been here 10 years, and the city is constantly changing. So this is 1991, downtown Dubai, nothing but a few buildings and a bit of desert. So it's a forever changing landscape. It means lots of opportunities, lots of developments. You can see just the population increase itself. So around this 2000 mark, the population, has almost doubled in 2005 to 10. Last year, we had 100,000 people come and move to live in Dubai. And for a city that is not a very big city, it's not London, it's not Tokyo, it's not these huge cities, the population of 100,000 is a lot. My rent price has gone up a lot. All right, but that just shows you what an attractive destination, what a popular place to buy is becoming, even more than it was obviously 10 years ago. Okay, so English Path Dubai. So again, welcome to English Path Dubai. We've been open for roughly nearly 3 years. When I started here, we had a small bunch of students, maybe 20, 30 students. Now we have around 360 students. I'm just going to skip through a little bit. You already know the location, right?
Yeah.
You've been around. We don't need to go through that. But just to obviously show you again, the location, as I mentioned, is really good. It's one of the big selling points, I think, because we're very close to the metro station, very close to the tram station, which can take you to Marina. We've got the food court here, so it's a really comfortable, easy place for students to live, easy access to public transport. Some of the members of staff, of course me, all right, Gareth. Got here who's an academic manager. We've got Ryan, who's been obscured by a clock. He's our learning and development manager, so he's there helping train and develop our teachers and our students. James, who you probably saw all yesterday waving his flag around, he's our student experience manager. So he's here to ensure that the students have an amazing experience, that they try to engage in the activities after class. We've got Gilberto, who's our sales and admissions. He's at the back there if you haven't met him. And we've got Enisu, who's our career counsellor. We'll talk more about that a little later. We've got Sammy, Sarah, and Sasha, and Semra. Altug is the odd one out because his name doesn't begin with S. Student services, we often say your name has to begin with S. We let Altug in because he's so